What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another classic WoW Season of Discovery video for you. Now today we're talking about one of the best decisions Blizzard have made anytime recently, and that is the phasing system that we currently have in Season of Discovery. The whole system is absolutely great, and I'm gonna give you my opinion on everything here, but before that we are reacting to Ebonheart's brand new video, which is also talking about the same thing. The phase system is incredibly smart, Season of Discovery's best design choice yet, so let's see if he thinks the same that I'm personally thinking when it comes to the whole phasing system. As always, I will go through the video and give my own opinion a little bit throughout the video and give more of it towards the end, so we can see if we're on the same page. If you wanna watch the entire video without me interrupting it and giving like my opinions here, the link will be down below. So, here we go.
Season of Discovery has launched to amazing fanfare, with people across the board rejoicing in its intuitive design and decisions. Whilst not everyone is happy, the majority seem to be loving this game mode. But the singular most iconic part of Season of Discovery is none other than its phase system, which isn't necessarily new, as Classic when it launched in 2019 also had phases, 6 to be exact. No, it's iconic because of how they've done it for Season of Discovery in particular, by separating the phases into level brackets and allowing players to live in an organic world, where Thunderbluff is alive and active as Orgrimmar, with the same going for Stormwind and Ironforge. Darnassus and Undercity are still kind of... well, nonetheless, there are more people than ever before running old content like Ragefire Chasm, Wailing...
I mean, to be fair, Darnassus is actually more popular now than I'm probably ever seen it be, because the world buff is there. So that's great.
Caverns, Dead Mines, Shadowfang Keep, and Stockades. People are now running dungeons dozens of times that they would only have done once or twice in the past before moving on. Whole guilds and communities are forming based on this content, and it's all organic. Sure, there are still GDKPs, boosting services, gold shells, and all the regular bad that comes with WoW being WoW. And yes, GDKPs themselves aren't necessarily bad, but gold buying is, and one correlates to the other. But even the bad doesn't touch the good that this new phasing system has done for WoW. How many of you can honestly tell me you've spent this much time in the Barrens, in Westfall, and Ashenvale before this? Most people would have just leveled up and left, seeing no point in coming back or hanging out in these zones. Phase 1 of Season of Discovery has the exact same vibe and feeling of Phase 1 of Classic WoW back in 2019.
It really does. It really does. It has like the same vibe that Classic WoW had. And something I've heard a lot of people say, myself included, is that this feels more like the OG launch of WoW than even Classic WoW did. Because Classic WoW managed to recapture one thing, which was the nostalgia of playing vanilla WoW back then, but Season of Discovery also plays on the element of something being brand new. You're not just re-exploring what you've done before, you're out here, exploring something, discovering something, brand new that you've never done before. And what I love about the phasing system, personally, is that it makes you play the game, rather than just questing, always going as fast as you can to max level. You're just enjoying the game, enjoying the zones, doing the dungeons, enjoying the content. You're doing the content that are available in Phase 1 more than you ever would before, and it just makes you appreciate the content even more as well.
World feels alive, people are everywhere, they're questing, they're doing content, finding runes. There isn't enough info or guides to cover all the new little intricacies of Season of Discovery yet. Nerfs, buffs, patches and more are happening constantly, and while some players are complaining, Agrant has been on top of that. His dumpster fire, formerly known as Twitter, is great to keep in touch with the dev team of Season of Discovery. And he's right, Phase 1 hasn't even been out for a month yet, and most players are probably going to take a while to level up to 25. I know that there are memes of the average...
That's what I also love about the phasing system. It allows people that play more casually not to be left behind until Phase 2 comes out. Because BFD is nice, it's not something you have to do if you intend on only playing Phase 2, for example, or it just gives you more time to level your characters. Imagine this, if level 60 was available in week 1, there would be someone who's level 60 on week 1, but if you're a casual player or you have a job, a family, you have real life responsibilities, you would not be level 60 in week 1, you would probably be level 10, at which point you would be level 10, they would be level 60, they would be doing raids already, but now they are level 25, which sure, it's a max level, but the gap between the hardcore people and the more casual people is a lot more smaller, like the gap is smaller, which means it's easier to catch up, and it's more like, yeah, I don't know, I love it so much because it allows people that play more casually to still keep in line with those who play 24/7.
Average classic player working 7 jobs, having 11 wives and 49 children, and they can only play 3 minutes on a Sunday. But the reality is that the majority of Classic's player base and even the viewership for WoW YouTube and content, it's simply overwhelmingly older. Go look at your favorite WoW creators and see when they've mentioned it in the past. It's a majority 30-plus-year-olds and mostly men. So the aggressiveness of some players demanding Phase 2 now is kind of misguided. We are the extreme consumers. Look at what Soda Poppin says right here.
Season Discovery is exactly what I thought it would be. Really fun for about 5 days. And then I am kind of out of shit that I'm interested in doing. It's kind of where I'm at with it.
And he's not wrong. As a content creator or an extreme user, we might be out of things to do. I've essentially done every BFD lockout. I'm almost full BIS. RNG is not with me, and I've run dungeons dozens of times. But the average player base is not there, and it's okay for...
This is like how it's always been, right? If you play the game a lot, you'll be out of content faster. It's the same thing that people that are level 60 in week 1 on a brand new release, and they've done Onyxion, they've done Blackwing Lair, or Molten Core, whatever raid is out, they've already done the raid. At that point, they're like, oh, it's only been a week, now we're just gonna farm content. While the average Joe, he's level 20. He still has 40 more levels of leveling to do, he has pre-busy gearing to do, then he has raids to do as well. It's just, if you play 24/7, you're consuming the content a lot faster than someone who's playing like 1 hour a day on average. And same thing for a Season of Discovery. Like, personally, I'm out of content if I'm only playing one character. But for me, I'm having so much fun that at the moment I have 7 level 25s. And that was never my intention. My intention was just to have 1 or 2, maybe 3, and just slowly level more alts. But I've just been having so much fun. So for me, I'm working on having every class at level 25, and I'm getting close. And I'm loving every single second of it.
For us to be out of things to do, because it wasn't designed to be completely and utterly consumed in 2 weeks. The developers have quite literally said that they want phases to last between 3 weeks to 3 months. There is no accurate time frame for when phase 2 is coming out, but simply based on the fact that over half the player base isn't even 25 yet, it's probably not going to be for another 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, and that is fine. There are other things for us to play or do, or heck, level an alt or 2, try out all the runes and experiences that other classes have to offer. As people have said before, classic players will optimize the fun out of the game to be efficient. And seeing how some people are acting, this statement still holds true. Nonetheless, Season of Discovery's phase cadence is perfect because it works for a majority of the player base and allows people to enjoy the world in all its glory. Getting to spend the better part of a year exploring and enjoying every part of Azeroth that most people haven't really spent the time enjoying in decades. Unless you played vanilla or TBC back before the internet was all consuming and guides, videos and all that was commonplace, you had to scour forums, ask general or trade chat and talk to people to figure out what to do. You went out and explored, wasting your time super inefficiently, having no clue how to quest, where to get gear, how to even play your class. And yes, some people did figure everything out, but a lot of people just played and had fun. Now, this video isn't nostalgia bait, past good, present bad. It's just me explaining that the phase system plays into the original feeling of vanilla and thus classic. Exploring, discovering, figuring things out, and just enjoying the world with people is what makes WoW special, and thus Season of Discovery special. And being able to do this at a minimum of 4 more times before we're back to the 40-man raids is going to be one hell of an experience. And it also makes PvP more special as well. Ashenvale may not have started great as it was on launch, simply a 5-minute layer hopping boss Zerg, but with the current fixes to layering, I've never had more fun in open world PvP than I have had in Ashenvale. Massive PvP battles where Horde and Alliance clash over PvP bosses has been beautiful and cathartic. I do wish the event lasted longer, as the unfun part of the event is getting the event to progress to 100% to start the PvE portion. So perhaps having the bosses be more difficult or have there be a more aggressive PvP cadence to it could be more intuitive. I personally recently led multiple PvP raid groups on a crusade against the Alliance, driving them from Ashenvale and dominating the PvP event zone, and it was a goddamn blast. So when phase 2 comes back with Stranglethorn Vale, I'm looking forward to leaving the Viet Hordong and denying the democracy of the Alliance, because not on my goddamn watch. Let's not forget the Gurubashi Arena, the fishing tournament, the questing and ganking. Everyone is going to have PTSD when Blizzard is done with phase 2. But the PvE content, the updated zones, 12 more runes per class, give or take, that's an estimate, a massive shift in meta and balance, and no Meragon. There is so much
As someone who's playing on a PvP server, I am not looking forward to STV, I can tell you that much.
Much to look forward to, and I can finally say after so long, it feels like Blizzard is listening. And even if some of you might not agree with that sentence, at least the devs of Season of Discovery are. I am looking forward to all the little shifts in balance, the changes to PvE and PvP, hanging out in the old zones for months, experiencing them how they were meant to be experienced. To me, this is World of Warcraft. Thank you all for watching, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, it really helps me out. Ebonheart.
Yeah, there we go. Really good video, as always, and I wholeheartedly agree. The phasing system is incredible, it makes you actually play the game, it makes you pay more attention to what content is available in that phase as well, and it gives people a chance to catch up if they don't have that much time to play. It makes the whole, the gap between the hardcore people and the gap between the casual players a lot smaller than otherwise. Like, usually that gap would be, if someone plays 24/7, they're level 60 in week 1, now they're stuck at level 25. And they have to do level 25 content. But to be honest, the content has been fun. Way more fun than I was expecting. When I went into SOD, I thought to myself, BFD as a raid does not sound exciting at all. It's a dungeon I've done 100 times before, maybe not that many, because I do it once per character, for the wand, for example, on casters, but I just went in thinking, this is gonna suck. It's BFD as a raid, and here I am, thoroughly enjoying BFD. It's a fun raid to do. It's the perfect mix between very easy and somewhat challenging. I mean, week 1 we had troubles on the 6th boss. I'll just say it as it is, we had troubles. But it's when you overcome those troubles that you feel fulfilled and you grow as a person and as a guild or a raid team as well. So for me, that was perfect. Having the 6th boss should have remained even more difficult if you ask me, because now it's a little bit of a cakewalk, but hey, the raid is fun. It's easy, fun, fast, and to some people it can be challenging, which I personally think is great, and I'm looking forward to phase 2. Really good video, once again by Ebonheart, the link will be down below in the video description. Hopefully you enjoyed me reacting to this today. I have a little bit of a cough, so if that sounds on my voice, I'm sorry. I just got that over Christmas, I suppose, a little bit sick at the moment, but hey, thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed me reacting, then leave a like on this video, and please go and show Ebonheart some love. Leave a like on his video as well, he took a bunch of time making this video for us today. Well, not for us, but we reacted to it, so there we go. Go and show him some love, and subscribe to my channel while you're at it down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.